What is up, everyone? This is Jacob Stellick in the booth. Alex is busy working tonight, so I'm kind of hanging out. Today, instead of doing Alex having commentary, you have to deal with me. But we got Will over here on Jun Saga and Matt on Boros Energy. Jun Saga, a staple of Modern's past. Let's see what new cards he's got for MH2. And Matt, I played earlier. Boros Energy, probably one of the best new decks of the MH3 meta. Exploding out, being really popular. We got a static prison here for Matt. Gonna go ahead and exile that Ragavan, gain 2 energy. He's got that Jacob bought energy counter, which if you don't know Jacob, he's a St. Louis local. That's one thing, I believe it's Star City Games token to count for the energy. Will coming in here with a hasty Ragavan, smacking there for 2. Gonna get a peek at the top card and the treasure, see what we got here going on for Will. See what we got this Ragavan. Can we announce that trigger? See what we got. Seems like just a basic plains, nothing good. Will's got that Blood Crypt and a Saga. Yeah, Raptimus. He is local to St. Louis. He doesn't play much Magic anymore, but he used to be a really big player back, mid 2000s ish. Energy ticking down on that prism. Keep the Ragavan. Underneath of it, got a fetch and a crack. Going down to, I wish I could get life totals. It's kind of hard to see. I can't see life totals. They don't have a phone or, oh, it's okay. The phone's up there. Never mind. I didn't see that the phone up there on the top. I'll change live totals here right now. Got a Johnny out here for Matt, making another kitty token to go with it. Johnny is probably one of the strongest new planeswalkers that we have coming out of MH3. 2 bodies on a dude where you can just sacrifice a cat token, get a quick, easy flip. And then that backside is a beating of a card. Being able to target any player with that, just making a cat ability, that's a lot of damage. Will's here got a second Saga 1 and 2. Probably just holding that up to making a construct token, maybe block. Probably not block, because, you don't want this Johnny to flip. Energy down to 0 to keep that Ragavan. What's wild about Static Prism that I think is just an insane thing is that, when it doesn't cost an energy to exile the creature, you just exile that turn and get the 2 energy. So you basically get 3 full turns of keeping out a creature under lock. We got Matt down here with a shock. I think I know he has a Fable the Mirror Breaker in hand. Guide of Souls, not quite sure what else, but getting there with that cat token. Will's just gonna take it. Don't want that a Johnny to flip. Down to 15. Guide of Souls for Matt. Guide of Souls being a 1-mana 1/2, dodges Bowmasters. Will's gonna activate the Saga, make a construct token, get a Deuterino out there. Small right now, but he's got 2 Sagas going. He's going to see a lot of artifacts. Those constructs are going to get pretty big pretty fast. But, the Sagas aren't sticking around forever. Will's going to need some lands to, keep this game churning, or else I think Matt's just going to run him over. Got to change that down to 12, my bad. Make a construct token. So we'll see what Will fetches out of his deck here. I peeked at his list earlier. Probably just grabbing a Shadow Spear here, gain some life, trample, get some damage in, kind of help race this Boros player. No, Lava Spur Boots, one of the newer equipment from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, gives a creature +1/+0 haste and ward 1 for only equip of 1, so it's super efficient for what it does. Will plays another Blood Crypt. He is down to 13. Looks like we're going to equip those boots onto that construct there. Does he get in? Goes to combat, swings in with the Goyf. I don't know how big that Goyf is. I'm going to imagine it's probably close to a 3-4, 4-5. The constructs say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3. See what Matt here does. He's got 2 open mana. Can't quite see what he's got in hand. He's got Ophelia. So he could flash that in if block if he wanted to. I don't think that's quite what you want to be doing with your Ophelias. But looks like Matt's just going to take it. Down to 3, going pretty low here. What if he's a 2-3? I don't know how many cards well in the graveyard. I didn't know if he had something else under the Saga. The Corgi does have flash. That card is very impressive. Looks like remainder of the energy. Keep that Ragavan. Should be the last turn it's under wraps. But Matt plays a land here for turn. It's a 4. Three mana. Probably gonna be this Fable. No, it's a Flage. Flage coming down, hitting that construct for 3. Matt will gain 3, going up to 7. He's a 4, he goes to 8. Maybe I miscounted something there, but yeah, I was right there. It's at 7. Good guy Will trying to, give him an extra life. Will with a cut, we will see what happens. It looks like it's just going to be everyone there into the red zone. Blocks or flickers I guess not flickering anything with the Ophelia, but he's just getting in there. Will down to 9. Saga goes to 3. Saga goes to the graveyard. Looks like he just floated a mana. Will here needing some more colors, He's only got that black red. He's playing Johnny. He's missing out on green. I haven't been able to see what's in his hand, but looks like he got a Shadow Spear. Probably equip that to the Goyf, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I mean, Matt's here is probably gonna have a Flage coming down next turn. And Goyf is not, I don't think he's big enough to survive a Flage. If he does equip the boots, but I think Matt still has another land in hand. Will showing that he has that 1 mana from Saga. Plays out... I assume that's a fetch land. I'm not sure on that art. Probably a Bloodstained Mire, but no, those are Stomping Grounds. So he's got cast an Amter, do some flipping, find a Wrenn and 6. Lots of Foothills. I'm not familiar with that art. I guess that's the new MH3 one. I think that's the only one I don't know. Pinging down the cat, Matt gets his choice to flip the Ajani. It is a may or is it a must? I don't remember on this Ajani. Only have 3 Loyalty Planeswalker coming down though, so the Ajani is pretty threatenable. It's a must. Thank you, River. I did not know that. So Will's got to make a decision here. Do I go after this Ajani, try to kill it, or do I leave back some blockers, try to not die on this crackback because of this Flage? But Growl doesn't have to, and I'm pretty sure Growl is a May. Grist is a choice, obviously. But we're going to equip those boots up to the Ampter, crack in there for 3. Goyf get in there with him 2. I guess we're just all going face here. Ampter's going to gain some life. I guess we're not going... I guess the Ampter must have won at the Ajani and the Goyf at the face. Matt down to 5, I think. Well, didn't equip the Shadow Spear, so he just equipped the boots, so he didn't get any life there. Matt has a land. I think that's the Arena of Glory, so he could haste back this Flage. Let's see if he has 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess he's not going to haste his Flage back, but he's going to crack. All good, River. These are all new cards. I don't think any of us super know what's going on yet with them. Gets a Surveil land. I guess he's 1 card missing in the graveyard, so probably whatever he sees here, he's just dumping in the bin. Because he only has 4 cards. That Plains is exiled because that was the hit from the Ragavan. I'm pretty sure this Ragavan should be back already, right? I don't... Unless... Oh, he's been using the energy from the Guide of Souls. Yeah, we got to resolve that Surveil before we bring back this Flage. We're going to exile Flage to bring a Flage back. You know, better than Lightning Helix. Seems to be a pretty good card. Flage hits the battlefield, gain a life and an energy off that Guide of Souls. I was at 4. Should be up to 5 now again from the... Up to 8 from the Flage. Ophelia getting in. We'll see if it goes for a flicker. Swinging at Renin 6. Renin 6 down. No flicker on the Ophelia. No point really flickering anything. You don't want to lose your Flage. And you don't want to, you know... That Static Prism. I mean, you can flicker the Static Prism. He's going to flicker the Guy's Souls. You could flicker the Static Prism. I mean, you don't want to get the Ragavan back to block, but... Will here, we're going to fetch, go down to 8. I agree. This Boros deck, I've heard it be called a million things. The new Murktide, I've heard it called be the new Jund. I think I just call it the good deck. It's fast, it's consistent, and does what you need it to. Looks like we're going to get a scoop up here from Will. I changed the face camera, but I'm not really sure how to do that. I don't control the booth usually. Usually just help out Alex in the booth. That was game 1, sir. Glad to see you hanging out with us here, sir. It dies a lot. I'm not sure how to change the face cam, but we'll see some sideboarding here. You know, I think this Boros energy deck, I mean, if this deck is going, it just runs over whatever it plays against. I'll change the face cam. I don't know how to do that. There we go.
Hello.
We got Alex back here. I'm just here trying to figure this things out.
Who won?
Matt did. He ran him over pretty well with Boros Energy.
So you can do this. And it'll show the win marker, as I call it.
Or how'd you do that? Show me one more time.
So you just hide it. If game 1 you hide it, and then whoever wins after game 2, you just...
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
And then how would I change it back after out of face?
just transition.
Just transition.
Yep. And then whenever you're done, you just do bumper and then transition.
Cool.
This is like your cue. This is the one we'll go to next, and this is live.
Awesome. Got it.
Cool.
Learning these things, figuring them out. See if we can get this camera up a little bit. Perfect. But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? Oh, you're so nice, Raptimus. I played Blue Black Frog tonight. Didn't super love the deck. I think it's got some flaws. I played against a guy who's on the Grixis version, and I thought that was way better than just the Dimir version. Definitely something I want to try out. Maybe tomorrow. But we got Modern every night here at Impact Gaming Center. It starts at 7 o'clock. I think we got close to... I was on Grief. I think we got close to, 20 people here? 15 people here tonight?
There's 20.
20 people? That's a lot.
And we've got...
And then there's a mass amount of
a
players.
million people here for Universes.
For Universes. I've never heard that game
There's
before.
A regional tomorrow, so...
There's a million people. But no matter what game you play, they probably have it here out at Impact Gaming Center.
Yep.
Check out the Facebook page for events and times for events. But we're going to probably switch this camera back over to the field. Stop looking at my ugly mug. Getting started here with game 2. What if Will wins? I'll just click it back on this and transition.
Yep. So it's intermission. Then sideboard.
Yep. Cool. But we're gonna get started here with game 2. Imagine Will here will be on the play. Other than birds, the word Nadu. There's a lot of decks to be looking at. Boros Energy, obviously super popular right now. There's a new mono black Necrodominance deck where you play the new Necrodominance card, which lets you draw as many cards as you want on the end step. You lose that much life. But if you combine that card with Shieldred, you basically draw your entire deck, and then you play an old card from, I think it's Cold Snap, called Soul Spike, where you can pitch a black card instead of paying its cost. It might be 2 black cards. I think it's in the same cycle as Commandeer. And you can deal 4 and gain 4 to any target. So you just kind of on the end step, one big boom, hit him for, 16? Assuming you're playing Modern, your opponent is probably fetched and shocked a bit. You've played a mid-range game too, so they might be a little lower, and you just hit them in one big go. Other than that, there's a whole new slew of decks. There's all this Eldrazi stuff that's going on. Pull up the Goldfish page, and we can talk about some more decks. Jeskai Control is probably one of the new control decks, that brand new, actually playing control in the format. You got Wrath of the Skies, you got the One Ring. Sometimes they play a Wizards package that is like Tameo and Snapcaster Mage to play Flame of Anor, get some extra value off that. Team CFB went to the PT with that Necro deck. It's really sweet too. It's like the only deck that was able to keep up with the Nadu Menace. So it's pretty good. Jeskai Dress Down Null Drifter. I'm always here for Null Drifter. That card's sick. But we're getting started here. Enough with the chit chat. We're getting here started with game number 2. Will's hand looking a little rough. One land, or he's got Saga, a fetch land, Ren and 6. I really can't play that Ren and 6 on curve. Haven't seen Matt's hand. But Will's gonna be on the play, so I think we're just gonna get started here with Fetch Shock Thoughtseize, right? The good old Jun line. If you're looking at new decks, check them all out. You got MTG Goldfish. You can always check on that website. MTG Top 8s, MTG Decks. I'm sure there's a million websites you can go to figure out what the latest deck is. But we got a Blood Crypt here for Will. Probably going to be slamming that Thoughtseize down, putting Will to 15, Good old Modern taking 5 on turn 1. Looks we got a Bolt, Blood Moon, Stasis Snare, Wear Tear, Galvanic Blast, Discharge. Take the Blood Moon. I mean, you got to in this matchup. Your Urza Sagas get totally turned off. Get that Blood Moon out of here. But I wish you'd keep him revealed so we can see what's going on in Matt's hand, because he's playing some pretty sick cards. But, you know, no creatures in Matt's hand. He's playing a very reactive game plan here, and only 2 lands. He kept that Blood Moon thinking he'd be able to resolve it and be perfect on mana, but just a Heath and a pass, untap and a draw. Necrogoyf for Will. Just a little guy right now, but we're going to play this Saga. So we got... We'll play the Saga on 1. You know, this Saga's getting war and torn. So Will down to less lands. You know, this does help that Necrogoyf, though, and Matt has his Stasis Snare, but nothing else to keep it going. Matt down to 17. Nil Spellbomb. Matt with the basic mountain taps the Sacred Foundry for a Guide of Souls. All right, we got pressure on the board. Guide of Souls not long for this world for a Bolt. Play that Plains and a pass back for Matt. Got Thoughtseize out here for Will. We're dropping down to good old 13 off that Thoughtseize. See, we gained another Lightning Bolt. Or no, we gained I think just lands. I think Matt's just kind of drawn bricks. I mean, the Guy's Soul's the only thing that's mattered so far. Another Stasis Snare from Matt. Passes back. Not really being able to capitalize on this 1-drop land for Will. Another land. I mean, his Boros deck's got to play like, what, 21? There's another Goyf. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Goyf. Elegant Parlor tapped. If you've not seen the price of Elegant Parlor, it keeps going up. Watched a thing of Goldfish video earlier where they were talking about the prices of those surveil lands, and if you don't have, I think you're 1 and 2 of each of them now, start picking them up sooner rather than later, because I think they're only going to go up. Not very many people are opening that set. You know, Murder's not the best set in the world to open. Yeah, Sir Dies a lot. If you don't have them now, you should be picking those up. I know pretty sick Boros burn deck those cards to go into. Guide of Souls here from Matt. Slams it down. Will with a draw. No lands. Swinging here with that good old Goyf. Let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Matt just taking it down to 12. Bolts the guide. Ships the turn back on tap. Matt draws. A Blood Moon. Oh no, this could just mean end for Will. There's not much, you know, this Jund deck's into with a, you know, 1 land against the Blood Moon, especially on the Saga version. This Nethergoyf, not Necrogoyf. I get the two confused. I mean, one card is bad and one card is really good, but this Goyf is just, you know, he's going to have to carry the game here. I'd take another 4. Down to 8. We're on a 2-turn clock here. A Verdant Catacombs, just a mountain, but Amter does not care about that. Into a Monkey Ragavan. One energy left. Take out the dorks. But Matt doesn't got much going on here. We'll see what we got. This is a game. Matt draws. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Stasis Snare says Goif. Goif's going to be out of commission for a little bit of time here. Fable down. You know, it only took one of the most broken decks in all of Modern to ban the run that Fable had at Pro Tours. I believe this is the first PT win that Fable didn't have since it's been printed. Will with a draw. I think it's a basic swamp, so that's much better than, you know, a fetch land would just be another mountain. Crack the nil, pay the black, draw a card. We got an untap here for Matt. Takes the draw, takes a peek. Are we throwing this away with Fable, or are we keeping it in hand? You know, we're keeping it in hand, must be good enough. We're swinging this goblin. Will down to 11. Makes a treasure. Let's grab that Gigantha, throw it in the hand. Gigantha is option for Will, but oh, second Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Ooh, this is not looking good for Will. We got a draw. It looked like a lightning bolt or something. What do you get out of this, sir? Shows him. There's the handshake. And we are done with round number 3. We'll throw it back to the face cam just for a little bit if I can figure out how to do that.